The secret to being smarter is actually quite simple, and I see you want to know it. Have people bask in the glory of your intelligence? Fail to understand the intricacies and profoundness of your thoughts and introspection? Well, you came to the right place. You see, I'm a Stanford graduate, and I'm wearing a suit, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's cut to the chase. If you truly want to be smarter than you are, truly want to be smarter than other people, it's going to be a long and arduous journey of reading, introspection, and hanging around people that are already a lot smarter than you. But no one's got time for that. So I'm about to instill into your brains how to seem smarter for everybody around you in these 4 simple lessons which I use myself. That got me my degree. But before the steps, we need to learn the general guiding principle of these lessons. And that is, image is everything. The real secret to being smarter is that you don't actually have to be smarter than everybody else or be smarter than you are right now. You just have to make them think that you're smarter than them. And this is how you do it. Lesson 1. Stretch the truth. Because lying sounds a little too malicious. You see, it's no secret that some things just sound more intelligent than others. Let me give you an example. If someone asks you, what did you do last weekend? Hey, what did you do last weekend? And you answer, oh, well, I played League of Legends. I finally ranked up from Silver 3 to Silver 2. You're immediately giving the impression that you're not a hyper-intelligent king or queen. I mean, who the fuck still plays that shitty-ass, toxic-ass game that I keep coming back to? You'd much rather be doing something else, right? So, instead of telling the truth, try stretching it a little bit. Say something like this. Oh, this weekend, I've just been laboring over trying to learn this new Chopin piece. I mean, it's just so technically dense and interpretive, but we're getting somewhere. Wow. You just made a lot of signals fire off in their brain. Now they're probably feeling bad because they're wasting time. What the fuck did they do over this weekend? Now, a very important point for stretching the truth. Whatever you decide to say, you must have done research about it prior to saying it. Even if you don't play piano, you can steal this example from me. You must know a little bit about what you're talking about. Just Google, for instance, difficult Chopin pieces. Pick one that you like, pick one that you enjoy, listen to it a couple times, know what it's called, do a little research about it, and then that's your learning the piece. You don't actually have to have played the piano. I mean, I personally do, but you know. For bonus points, when you're stretching the truth, you can always add a little bit superfluous commentary about whatever it is you're talking about. I like to say things like, yeah, I mean, the revolutionary etude truly is an exercise in the left hand. I mean, incredibly difficult. It doesn't matter to anybody. They don't care. But they'll hear these words, they'll hear this knowledge that you may or may not have and say, wow, that's a guy. Which brings me to my next point. Lesson 2. Have a deep but understandable vocabulary. You notice what I was just doing? Just like a couple seconds ago? Using words like superfluous, interpretive, technically dense. These words and phrases are so rarely used in colloquial speak that when someone hears them, you're using them in a sentence, you immediately give off the impression of eloquence and well-readness. But it's incredibly important, it's vital to pick words that people actually know the meaning of so that you don't come off as pretentious. And you do want to pick words that people will know so that their brain says, wow, I know this word, but I don't hear it in common speak so often. Why am I not using these words? If they don't know the meaning of the word, especially if you don't know the meaning of the word, the sentences aren't going to make sense to them. The sentences need to make sense. You don't want to alienate yourself intelligence-wise from your common audience. And if you're struggling to find a thick vocabulary like the one I'm describing, it's really simple. Just go into Google and type in some words that you use often and look up synonyms for them, remember them, and start combining them with adjectives that aren't so frequently used with words like that. Some common examples that I like to use are, thick, overpowering, deep, technically dense. I mean, come on. I don't need to speak like that. Lesson 3, an important one. Shut up and think from time to time. This is one of my favorites. You can't be in the limelight all the time. No one likes that. But let's consider a meme. A very popular meme right now. I'm literally blank. I'm literally Ryan Gosling. I'm literally Oppenheimer. I'm literally etc., etc. And I want to focus on the Oppenheimer aspect of it here. When you see the Oppenheimer memes, I'm literally Oppenheimer, me and my bro talking, and it's Einstein and Oppenheimer. What does Oppenheimer do? He stares directly into the camera, and for the duration of that meme, all you can think about is, damn, Oppenheimer might just be a smart guy. So, Oppie stares into nothingness, much like this. Boom. A flag goes off in their head. They say, wow, Luca must be deep in thought. He's having existential crises, perhaps. He's exploring the intricacies of his own universe, of our own universe. What could possibly be going through his head? I know I can't comprehend it, will say the audience about me and you. And when they ask you, when the audience asks you, what is it you're thinking about? Just do this. Huh? Oh. No, it's nothing. Sorry, what were you guys talking about? And you go back into the conversation. You don't even have to be thinking about anything. It's genius. And as a bonus tip for this lesson, you really want to use it ideally in a group setting when the group is talking about a topic that you might not know so much about or a topic that you don't want to talk about, because you can just zone out, pretend like you weren't listening, even though it's just the fact that you didn't know anything about it, or you might have been embarrassed if you talked about it, and then you can re-enter the conversation and skew it a different way, if you so choose to. And lastly, lesson 4, self-explanatory one, and possibly the most important one, be well liked. Just do it. If you follow the first 3 steps to a T, you're gonna be at a crossroads. People are either gonna think, wow, this person is really hyper intelligent for real. I wish I could be like them. Or, what a pretentious insert expletive here. And let me tell you, being considered hyper pretentious is way worse than being considered dumb. Just ask Christopher Nolan or Matthew McConaughey. They would know. The single most effective way to have people think that you're smart over pretentious is to have people like you. And this is honestly the easiest lesson. It should come naturally to everyone. Ask people about their days. Ask them about their thoughts, dreams, their aspirations. Get them talking about themselves. Make it seem like you're really interested in what they have to say, and be truly interested in what they have to say. This is going to build a bond between the two of you. It's going to build a strong connection. And then when they talk about other people to you, all they're going to say is, he's always so interested. He's always so kind and thoughtful. So not only are you building a bond with these people, people are slowly beginning to understand what a complete human being you are. And that's really where the intelligence comes through, is that you are a complete human being. And there you have it. You're smarter than you just were. So if you enjoyed this video, I need to take this fucking off. If you enjoyed this video and you feel like your outwards IQ has gone up by a multiple of 4, consider liking and subscribing. I've got a whole lot of gems like this to share, and there are even some techniques and lessons that are more for the advanced, intelligent crowd, and I would really love to get to them in some sort of part 2 of this video. Now comment down below which lesson is your favorite and what your favorite way of using it is. I'm very, very curious to know how everybody else uses these lessons, if they use these lessons. So please do comment down below. Good luck out there, Einstein.